curls he looks like when they put on when Eddie Murphy went undercover in whiteface.
And we're all about the same height now. I used to be nice. I used to be a nice 5'10" guy. I used to love it. But now I'm as short as Bill Maher and Bono. I think they're like 5'7".
Bono's 5'7".
I think he is. He always wears lifts, which I'm totally for now, by the way. Hey, Suri, how tall is Bono? He's 5'6". So there you go. That's why, yeah. Hey, guess what? FBI. So Seth Rich. So what happened was Seth Rich, which they blamed on Russia. Seth Rich was so upset that the Democratic Party cheated Bernie Sanders and undermined democracy in the 2016 primary that he gave the DNC files. He downloaded it to a thumb drive and gave it to Julian Assange and WikiLeaks.
You know how I know
now they say, but the whole Russiagate was built on saying that Russia did that Russia hacked the DNC server and gave those files to WikiLeaks. That's not what happened. The person who did that was most likely Seth Rich. I'm 99% sure it was Seth Rich, which is why they killed him. And they had to make an example out of him, which John Podesta, the head of Clinton's campaign, said we need to make an example out of him. And they said that it was a botched robbery. It was so botched, they didn't take his wallet. They didn't take his watch. They didn't take his cell phone.
You would think that they would do that to make it look like a real robbery.
Why would you do?
How would you make an example if you don't leave it?
You have to, so that, exactly. Yeah. If you actually did make it look like a botched robbery, then you're not making an example out of him.
Right.
So now they want to get the laptop. By the way, I got smeared in the Washington Post by Dave Weigel, who's a pro-war puppet of the military-industrial complex, handpicked by Jeff Bezos to cover progressive politics. Of course he did.
Pro-war marches.
A guy who led pro-war rallies when he was in college. Dave Weigel at the Washington Post, who's a garbage human being and a garbage reporter. And he's a real looker.
Give him that.
I'll give him that. The ladies love him. And he was given an order to put me in a smear piece in the Washington Post because I had obvious questions about the Seth Rich murder. And I remember that the Young Turks did not have my back on that. And I was on a panel with Ben Mankiewicz and from Turner Classic Movies and Cenk Uygur. And I said to them, can you remember the last time reporters were not allowed to ask questions about an unsolved murder investigation? And they didn't say anything because, of course, that never existed before. Of course, reporters can ask questions about unsolved murder investigations. But except when it came to Seth Rich. Why? Because they had something to hide. Why? Because the entire Russiagate and demonizing Trump was built on pretending Russia hacked the DNC server and not Seth Rich. That's why. And that's why nobody at the Young Turks had the balls to tell the truth, which is why the Young Turks lied to you about Syria. They lied to you about Libya. They lied to you about Ukraine. They'll lie to you about any war except Gaza. Because Cenk's a Muslim.
I will say he still has my vote. I don't like everything
Cenk?
about Cenk, but I like his bread tube horse sex policies.
And so now they're trying to get they've been trying to get Seth Rich's laptop from the FBI. First, the FBI said they didn't have it. Then they said they had it, but they couldn't get the files. Then they said they had the files, but they can't release them. And so a judge said that they had to release it. After years of denying they had anything related to Seth Rich, the FBI... So they're not the assholes who lie to us. It's the people who question them. Like, that's what the Washington Post... It still says I'm a conspiracy theorist in Wikipedia because Wikipedia is edited by the FBI and the MI6 and the CIA. That's why.
The FBI requests another 66 years?
So when they asked for the FBI says, we're going to release the Seth Rich computer in 65 years.
66.
66?
Yeah, look.
So after years of denying they had anything related to Seth Rich, the FBI and the Department of Justice were caught lying over and over again. In September of 2023, a judge finally demanded the FBI and the Department of Justice provide all they had regarding Seth Rich to Attorney Clevenger. The FBI responded requesting another 66 years before releasing the information. They wanted it moved out like the JFK assassination.
Because there's nothing there.
Then in late November, a federal judge ruled the FBI must hand over evidence regarding former DNC employee Seth Rich's murder to Ty Clevenger. Justice Amos L. Mazant ruled that the FBI must hand over Rich's personal laptop, work laptop, and work. So that's 2 laptops, his personal laptop and his work laptop, a DVD, and a thumb drive within 14 days.
How's the FBI going to get out of this one?
They just don't do it.
Oh, okay.
The FBI is again filing an attempt to get the Freedom of Information request exemption over releasing the contents of Seth Rich's laptop, which they were ordered to release weeks ago. They now claim that the laptop contents may compromise spin-off investigations, which they cannot even confirm exists.
Oh, my God.
Apparently, the public knowing what's on Seth Rich's laptop terrifies the FBI to their core. And so here it is. This is from the 8th of February of this month, of this year, 2024. So this is what they filed, and here's what they, so there it is, and here's what they say. A premature release of, this is what the FBI says in their filing to not release it. A premature release of the work laptop could also be reasonably expected to interfere with the ongoing investigation into the homicide of, they're pretending they're actually still investigating the homicide. They're not investigating the homicide of Seth Rich.
Do you think it might be connected to the January 6th pipe bomber?
They're not actually looking into this.
How does this tie into UFOs somehow?
So they're pretending that they're trying to find out who killed Seth Rich. You know what? You know how long that investigation would be? 8 years.
Wow.
That would be an 8-year-long investigation into a botched robbery, Kurt.
Even Gary Condit got justice before this.
That's right. As set forth in the 8-Seatal Declaration, premature release of the work laptop would provide criminals with the information. You know what those criminals are? They're the people in the FBI. The FBI are the criminals.
Wait, it provides info about their enforcement strategies?
Yes, about their investigation and enforcement strategies in an ongoing matter. Allow them to predict and potentially thwart these strategies, and or allow them to discover or tamper with or intimidate witnesses or tamper with or destroy evidence. That's what the FBI is doing.
Oh, so the FBI is corrupt? Criminals know. By the way, the criminals know how the FBI works. The FBI has been doing this for a long time.
They're saying
people who aren't criminals know.
They can't let you see this stuff because criminals might see it. The criminals are the FBI and the Clinton campaign. Due to high-profile nature of the investigation into the homicide of Seth Rich, they're not looking into this. That's a lie. They're not looking into who killed Seth Rich. You know why? Because they know who did.
Premature release.
A premature release of the worktop laptop. Premature. It's been 8 years.
Was it a tantric investigation?
It could also allow potential witnesses or subjects to locate specific details related to the ongoing investigation and use the information to influence the investigation by altering witness testimony or tampering with double CK.
Wow.
The reasonable expectation that premature release of the work laptop could cause these types of interference with the USA DC's investigation into the homicide of Seth Etheridge, it is appropriate to withhold the work laptop pursuant to the Freedom of Information Act, Exemption 7A. So they're saying they can get an exemption to doing this. For 8 years, they've been saying this.
And they can, and they will.
And they're doing it. I'm definitely for making it. So this is John Podesta's email. He wrote this on 2015. He said, I'm definitely for making an example of a suspected leaker, whether or not we have any real basis for it.
Wow.
So that would seem to implicate John Podesta and the Clinton campaign in the murder of Seth Rich. That's what that does.
Whether we have any real basis for
it? So let's make an example.
You know, like a Pizzagate. Whether we have any real basis for it, we should spread that around.
We should spread it around.
Wow, that's really the pot calling
That's the head of the Clinton campaign saying, even if we don't have any basis for it, let's make an example of somebody to scare anybody from leaking anything again. And how do you do that? You murder someone.
Wouldn't his collection of paintings of children in bondage be enough for that fear?
You would think.
His very real art collection?
He goes, call me crazy, but I think if we can survive the next month, it will be possible, maybe even straightforward, to get our arms around this one once it's actually. I am definitely for making an example of a suspected leaker, whether or not we have any real basis for it. That's from John Podesta. That's Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. And then Seth Rich got murdered.
You know what I
And now they won't release his laptop.
Well, that's conspiracy.
Because the whole Russiagate conspiracy, that was concocted by the Clinton campaign and the FBI rests on that. They have to make you think that Seth Rich didn't do it, an insider in the Clinton campaign, because he was upset and disgusted that the Clinton campaign was cheating Bernie Sanders. So, what's this? Remember, out in CrowdStrike. So then, CrowdStrike was paid 1 day after the murder of Seth Rich. So down here, if you look, it says CrowdStrike was paid $98,000. And here it is, they were paid $113,000. What day was Seth Rich murdered? Hey, Siri, when was Seth Rich murdered? July 10th. So this is July 11th. They got $98,000. CrowdStrike. Now, who is CrowdStrike? CrowdStrike is the company that the Clinton campaign and the DNC hired to look at their server, who concluded that Russia was the one who hacked them. Now, it was revealed that the head of CrowdStrike said, we don't have any evidence of that. They don't have any evidence. It was revealed. By the way, the head of CrowdStrike gave that testimony in secret in 2017. And they didn't that didn't get released for years. That the head of CrowdStrike, because if the head of CrowdStrike was on record as saying we don't have any evidence for Russia hacking the DNC server, then the whole Russiagate conspiracy theory, which was all bullshit, would fall apart. So that's why they kept that testimony secret. And here it is, CrowdStrike getting almost $100,000 payment the day after they killed Seth Rich.
Well, I mean, sure, it looks fishy, but I guess we'll have to wait 66 years to know for sure.
That's right, yeah.
Why not ask for the full 666 years?
Right, why not?
Wow.
Okay, Kurt, you go home, get ready.
All right.
And we'll see you at 7:30. We get reservations?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Maybe, okay.
All right.
All right, I'll see you later.
Yes, we have a table.
Okay. And now we're going to do locals. I have a commercial. Let me read it.
Let me read these.
So you go to Steph, and then I'll look this over.
And okay, so BlackRock is a major shareholder of BetterHelp. Solidius, ooh boy. Susie Potatoes brought my son and wife to your Boston show. They loved it. Thanks for staying after the show to meet us. Special thanks to the merch guy for helping. Susie Potatoes. BlackRock is a major shareholder of BetterHelp. So would you share your Snuggle Struggle. Bernie and Hillary Clinton praised the Venezuelan model. Both Dems said that they adopted in America if elected. Venezuela fell into anarchy before the election, and now Biden rebranded it as Bidenomics. Bidenomics. Rochi Boy, keeping troops overseas serves one purpose only: to act as a glass window in an area where rocks are constantly being thrown. One of your out-of-place soldiers gets hurt, and you have a reason to bomb. You know, it's interesting. I was watching local news, and they were talking about how Iran had possibly shot down a drone of the U.S. Okay. And I'm like, so I'm supposed to be upset that a drone is shot down? Why would I be upset about that?
Okay, come to me.
Hold on, let me do two more. Keeping troops overseas serves one purpose. I read that one. Thank you, Rochi Boy. No mention of George Carlin on your dream panel. Russell Brand, John Campbell.
He's dead.
Has Jimmy got any info on Australian tour yet? Can't wait to see the show again. Rochi Boy. Australian tour is in the future indeed. And we're not putting dead panelists on the panel, you know, but Russell Brand, of course,
Russell
is
Brand,
right
of
there.
Course.
All right. Back to Jimmy. Can I have a plain background, Jimmy?
You can. Hey, this is called Field of Greens. So I don't know if you've ever had this stuff. It's called soup. They're real organic superfood. So you take a scoop of this, you put it in some water, or you can put it in a smoothie. I think it tastes great. It tastes like an Arnold Palmer kind of. It's like fresh cut grass with lemonade in the best way possible. And what is it? It's a superfood. It's real fruit and vegetables. It's not fake. It's not filler. And and guess what? Now, Misha, you'd be better to talk about this because you've been taking it more consistently than me. Tell me what has been your experience taking this?
I notice I have like a little bit more energy. I feel like there's just this like not some sort of unnatural energy or even caffeinated energy, but just feeling better, feeling like I have a little bit more energy.
Does your skin actually look better, or is that just me? I'm serious.
Does it? Maybe it does.
Okay.
You know, I don't know.
Are you sleeping better through the night?
That's where some of the other sponsors come in.
Oh, okay. So it says it helps with your digestion. Now, I knew you had digestion problems. How's
true.
your digestion doing?
My digestion actually is better.
Look at that.
So
you have more energy, you have better digestion, and you're feeling better and healthier overall.
That's true. And they actually have other flavors. So that one, I think, the one you have is a little less sweet, which I like. But
this is a little less sweet, and they have sweeter tasting ones.
Yes, which tastes like more like they have like strawberry lemonade, which is super sweet. I like that one.
So each organic fruit and vegetable was medically chosen to support heart and vital organ health. I trust Field of Dreams and Greens. By the way, I promise you're going to love this product. And if you don't, they're going to give you your money back. That's amazing. So if you don't love it, they're going to give you 100% of your money back. And I got you 15% off your first order, plus free shipping. Visit fieldofgreens.com and use the promo code Jimmy. That's go to promo code Jimmy at fieldofgreens.com. Fieldofgreens.com. Okay. Thank you, Misha.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, this is for real. Now, I put a lot of my money, I'm putting a lot of my money, my retirement money, into precious metals, gold and silver. Why? Because lots of people I trust with money, Max Kaiser's one of them. He's a big Bitcoin guy, and he told me gold is a good hedge against inflation, and gold is a good hedge against the stock market. And so did Carol Roth said that. And then also, who's the guy who wrote the book from Maui, my friend? Why am I blanking on his name?
Ed
Dowd. So they all said this, so I'm with them. And so I'm putting that into this. And I decided to partner with our sponsor to do this, Colonial Metals Group. They're helping me set up a secure, self-directed IRA where I have access to my assets no matter what the stock market and no matter what the government's doing. So let a team of experts at Colonial Metals Group help you protect your family's future. We've put together a special offer for our audience. Get this offer. Listen to this. You click on the link in the description below or call a special 800 number, and you'll receive a safe, and up to $10,000 in free silver. Then the number to call is 888-910-1419. 888-910-1419, or go to colonialsmetalgroup.com/Jimmy-Dore-Show. All right, that's great. Yeah. Hey, come see us live on tour. We're going to be in, Hey, come see us live on tour in Los Angeles, Palm Springs, Stockholm, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Berlin, Copenhagen, Oslo, Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, Cortland, New York, Oakmont, Pennsylvania, right outside Pittsburgh, El Paso, and San Antonio, Texas. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. Oh. Hey, that's all of this video we can show you on YouTube. Click the link in the description below, and you can see the rest of this video on Rumble, the stuff that YouTube won't let us say. Okay.
All right.
Over to Steph.
Hey, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? When it comes to staying healthy on the go, you can never be too prepared. Whether you're a frequent traveler or remote worker or an avid outdoorsman or literally anyone with a pulse, the Wellness Company's Travel Emergency Kit is here going to be your new best friend. If you don't have a pulse, you've got bigger problems. Am I right? Come on. The Wellness Company's Travel Emergency Kit contains 6 prescription medications, over-the-counter meds, and comprehensive guidebook and crucial medical supplies, all carefully curated so you get to enjoy every moment of your trip. With a team of renowned medical professionals, including Dr. Peter McCullough and Dr. Drew Pinsky, both friends of this show, standing behind every kit, you know that you're in trusted hands no matter where life takes you. Don't leave anything to chance. Head to twc.health/Jimmy and order your travel emergency kit. That's twc.health/Jimmy and use the code Jimmy to get an exclusive 15% off at checkout. Your health and your journey matter. Travel smart. Travel prepared. Kits are only available in the United States.